Very important question for you. Can I shove this up your booty? The shots are kicking in. He's not chasing me.
I know.
It's been more than 9 months since OG YouTuber turned IRL streamer Vitaly hit a hard wall in the Philippines, where he was detained for what officials labeled a public nuisance and for allegedly harassing multiple people, including police officers.
Let this be a reminder to all our visitors here in the Philippines that we always welcome tourists and visitors. We treat them with respect, we accept them, and we expect them to follow the same rules as we follow the same rules when we travel. We have no ill feelings against Vitaly. He has served this time and he has shown his remorse, and he is now a free man when he goes back to Russia.
No, hello! Authorities treated the situation seriously, and John Vic Marula stepped up, making it his personal mission to see that Vitaly actually learned a lesson, moving with no patience and a straight, no-nonsense attitude. Arrested, and authorities were clearly trying to make an example out of the streamer, sending a loud message that this kind of behavior wouldn't slide at all.
Shut up, Chad. Stop scaring my mom. I'm not going to jail. I'm literally gonna have fun, talk to girls, eat some ice cream. I'm not doing anything fucking... Mom, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just hyping up with the chat.
Clear, he will not be deported just like that.
Oh no, we made a conscious decision not to have him deported.
Things only spiraled further after Vitaly showed zero remorse during the press conference about his freedom, repeatedly mocking Rama and throwing shade at the entire justice system like it was a joke to him. He even clapped for himself in court when clips of his public nuisance behavior were played, turning a serious legal moment into a spectacle that shocked everyone watching. After that, things went quiet fast, with barely any updates beyond word that Vitaly was being shuffled around the jail system over there. A few images popped up hinting that he may have gotten baptized while locked up, and that only added more mystery to the whole situation.
Di namin siya i-deport. Mananagot siya sa batas dito sa Pilipinas.
What people did know was that these facilities have a long reputation for being unhygienic, packed wall to wall, and straight up brutal to live in. As if that wasn't bad enough, both the US and Russia made it crystal clear they weren't taking Vitaly back as a deportee from the Philippines. That left him stuck in limbo, basically like Tom Hanks in Terminal, a man with no real place to land and nowhere to move next. For most of the last 6 months, it was nothing but silence. No statements, no sightings, no real updates on what was going on with him. But now, way later than expected, there's finally movement again. Just about a week ago, wild rumors started flying that something terrible had happened to Vitaly. Some people even claimed his hands were cut off while he was in a Filipino jail. But that story completely fell apart. New images and videos surfaced, proving it was all fake, putting that whole narrative to rest and exposing how fast misinformation can spread. So this is what Vitaly looks like now. And yeah, the change is impossible to miss. He's rocking a massive beard and long, wild hair that makes him almost unrecognizable. Some people even say he's got that Liver King vibe going on, and honestly, it's not a crazy comparison. From another angle, you can see his hair curling down the back of his neck. And it's pretty clear the last 9 months hit him hard, leaving real marks both physically and mentally. Next up, this is footage from the press conference held yesterday where Rama officially announced Vitaly's deportation. One thing is very clear here: he is not heading back to America anytime soon. The officials are mostly speaking Filipino during the briefing, but English translations were provided so the message couldn't be twisted or misunderstood. From that announcement, Rama made it official that Vitaly would be deported to his home country of Russia, or at least what used to be considered his home, because from everything we know, Vitaly doesn't seem to have any real ties left there at all, making his situation even more messy and uncertain. From what's known, he doesn't seem to have any family over there at all. His mother is currently living in the US, and during the chaos, you could hear him snapping back with lines like, "Shut up, Chad. Stop scam. My mom," which only added more tension to an already messy situation. So yeah, while this is technically a big win for him since he's finally out and not locked up anymore, that freedom comes with heavy limits and serious questions hanging in the air. Nobody really knows what kind of life he plans to build over there, and it's pretty obvious he won't be allowed back into America anytime soon. That alone is bound to hit his online career hard, and the fallout from that is something we'll get into next. So basically, officials are saying all of Vitaly's cases in the Philippines are now officially wrapped up, which means the deportation process is finally cleared to move forward from here. The only thing still up in the air is locking down exactly where Vitaly will be sent next. And that part is still being coordinated behind the scenes. Another key detail that stood out is the confirmation that Vitaly does hold a US green card. But his roots trace back to Russia, where he is still a legal citizen as well. That split status makes everything way more complicated and keeps his future looking shaky. And if you look closely this time, the seriousness on Vitaly's face says it all. No jokes, no smirks. Just a guy fully realizing how real and heavy this situation has become. We don't really know what this guy has seen or been through during all that time locked up. How many bugs he had to deal with. How rough the conditions really were. How many nights were spent packed into tight cells with other foreign inmates, squeezed in like sardines with no space to breathe. Whatever happened in there clearly left a mark, and it shows. At this point, the energy coming from officials was basically, get out of my sight. And honestly, they did make a very clear example out of Vitaly. The message was sent loud and clear, and it feels like they got exactly what they wanted without dragging this out for years and years. If it had gone on that long, it probably would have crossed into overkill territory. So stopping it here made sense. In the end, this came off as a pretty fair outcome for Vitaly. He pushed boundaries, ignored warnings, and ended up facing real consequences. Plain and simple. Actions led to reactions. And this situation closed the book on that chapter in a very final way. Now this is where things start getting really interesting for Vitaly moving forward. People are already speculating what life is going to look like for him back in Russia and how living there could impact his online career. There's talk that he's heading to Moscow, which caught a lot of people off guard, and when it comes to streaming in Russia, especially IRL content, that opens up a whole new set of challenges and restrictions that could completely change his future. There are apparently all kinds of heavy restrictions waiting for him over there. Yes, IRL streaming is technically allowed in Russia, but it comes with serious limits that change everything. No YouTube monetization at all, which a lot of people didn't even realize until now. On top of that, major Western apps can be blocked or limited, and live content has way more rules attached to it, including platforms like TikTok, which surprised a lot of viewers. Instagram and Facebook are restricted, TikTok Live is off the table, and YouTube monetization has been shut down there since 2022. That alone cuts deep into how creators make money online. And if Vitaly tries to move the same way he used to, pulling public stunts or pushing boundaries, Russia has strict internet censorship laws and regulations against spreading hostile or disruptive content, which directly clashes with the style of content that built his name. That kind of content has been his whole lane for years, from the OG prank era to the edgy viral clips, to the donation-driven streams he leaned into before all this trouble started, and then the public nuisance streams that pushed things too far. That formula doesn't really work under those rules, and it puts his entire online future in question. So now, it's really a waiting game to see how this all plays out for Vitaly from here. One thing is clear though, at least he's still here and didn't vanish or face something irreversible, which, considering how wild the rumors got, is something many people are honestly relieved about. And like I said, I honestly think he spent a pretty fair amount of time locked up for the actions he chose to take. The consequences matched the situation. And now the chapter is closed one way or another. But let me know what you think about all of this down in the comments, because this story definitely has people split. If you made it this far, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can weigh in on it. That support really helps the channel grow and keeps these deep dives coming strong. As always, thanks for watching today's video. More coverage coming soon, so stay locked in. Peace!